Old coach?
Yeah. Let me see where the position is.
Oh, you know who I saw today? You remember Chili? He used to come here? The little Mexican guy with the crazy eye?
Oh, yeah, I remember that
I
guy.
saw him at World Gym today.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened to John?
Who?
Yeah,
Or Justin.
Justin.
See? Yeah, we forgot his name.
See, I told you.
Chili was like, yeah, we're gonna
Mexico, what happened to
go over the fight on Sunday with Rashid, and we're gonna be in there. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, Rashid told me to come there with the big Spanish guy. He said they come every Sunday. I was like, are you serious?
Here?
Yeah.
No, man.
I'm gonna fly by on Sunday. Since the place is open, nobody's telling me about it.
Yeah, he was like, you want to come? I was like,
Nah,
alright.
He's talking a long time ago.
No, he was saying like he was talking to Rashid like last week.
He's lying.
Maybe Rashid never turned in his copy of the key.
Yeah.
He's coming in on Sundays.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering about that.
Yeah.
Alright, triangle series. We'll go over one more time so you guys can know this for a grappling match. But I don't suggest you pull it in the UFC. Yeah, go behind the camera and see if I'm getting it. Right? Alright. So basically we're here, and what we're doing is we're in inverted position. So he's coming over me, and this is where we're going to have space between us. Okay? So we're going to pop over. Alright? And what Eddie Bravo likes to do is he likes to start from here, change up position. So it's as crazy as it sounds. Okay? He starts from in here, okay, a lot of times. So when you're doing from in here, you're actually controlling the guy in a grappling match, and he can't hurt you. You know, I'm seriously, if you got good wrist control, I'm really controlling. So what I'm doing is basically, all I'm doing is I'm using this momentum for both sides. It's reverse spider guard is what it is. I'm using the momentum from both sides to basically going in, switching off, I'm pulling one into here, and I'm locking him up, okay? So when I get the inverted triangle, all I'm doing is gable gripper on his body, and that's finishing him, okay? Now, that position is crazy. So I said, that's where I learned it from first. So I said, why not take it to here? It's more realistic to here, okay? One in here, and say, I've got Keizer Katami, okay? And I'm like, why can't we just do the modified scarfle? You know, Laborio loves this hold. A lot of people like this hold. So, you know, the defense of the hold is to try to, roll into it somehow. So it's like, okay, if they're going to roll into it, why not just go back for the knee bar and then pop up over? So now, on the short term of the problem, I can armbar him before it starts right here. So I've got an armbar here, and then if I get it deep enough, I can crank, and he can tap, okay? If I don't get the armbar, I can twist him over, okay? And I've still got the wrist, and all I'm doing is I'm taking the leg now instead, and I'm triangling up. Okay, I've got the inverted. Now I can pull it up, and now I can curve for the toe hold while I'm arching, and get both. So, I figured why not start it from Keizer Katami, because it's like, in modified scarf, it's a lot easier than if I was going to get it going from side control to where in side control I would have to go from maybe here, okay, and then I would take the arm and side control, and then I would control the wrist like I was going for the Kimura, and what I would do is I would go bait, over, roll, okay, and then lock this up in here, but it's like, it's not getting as much of an invert, you know what I'm saying? So you're not getting the proper invert. So you got to basically go here in side control, over, under, and you're going to have to bait, go around, and then what you're going to have to do is make sure you clear the head properly, okay? So what you're going to have to actually do is you're going to have to trap his arm first if you want to do it, go around in here, and then you're going to have to turn his whole body around, okay? And then you got him in here, okay? So now turn towards the camera. Okay. Now I got him in inverted triangle from side control, but now he's got ways to work out. He can go all the way over. If I'm not controlling his leg, he can roll forward, roll right forward, and get out of it. Boom, and he pops out. So that's the more along the lines of what Chris Lytle did, and it's just not really one I like to use. Now there's one Jacare Ray kind of did where he was kind of over here, and he said, go up for the arm like this, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand here and you're gonna go here. And if you're here, you got the arm bar. If he finishes at the Vinny Magalesh arm bar, from here, see how I got it closed? Okay? Now, if he doesn't catch the arm bar and he rolls into me, I've got the regular triangle. Scoop the back of the arm, pop it up, cinch it, and we finish it. So, you know, that's one way. Now, off the back, what Vinny did on the show, okay, to Jules, what he did is he got in mount. Let's show it from this side. It's probably better from this side. Vinny got in mount, and he was up here, and then you saw Vinny. He starts going for gogoplata. So he posts, all right, and he's pulling the gogoplata up. When he pulled it, okay, start angling the camera to the, or no, angling your body this side. So he pulls go-go, and as soon as he pulls go-go, it's over. Boom, right in there. So, you know, that arm bar is reasonable, but I prefer the S-mount, Z-mount attack to where you just go straight under here, you know what I'm saying? You bust up here, post out to the side, you lift up behind the head, get this going right here, post out to there, and then I like to control both arms. So now I can step up, go here, okay, or I can step, I've got the Z mount, I can step up and I can swing all the way around, and I've got both here, all right? So then I can finish there. So either way, it's an arm bar, which that's why I like Z mount or S mount, because either side you can take the arm. So whether I decide to take, you know, head up, boom, base out, okay? We got the ZS attack / S. I like to keep mine tight, almost because I can still go to a triangle from here. Because if he's still here and I can pass the neck, or if I can pass the head through, I can still get him to roll. And if he tries to bridge and roll this way, we're doing the Mark Bocek action. And we're getting here, and now he's got it. What he got on Hazlett, Justin Hazlett. So I'd rather take the safer route without rolling to my back and say, fuck it, I'm just gonna finish him from top. So we'll go at this angle. I'm going here, all right? I've got full, you gotta get the full mount and control the arms already. So I like to keep the arms inside while I take the head up. So we're gonna take the head up real quick, boom, and we're posting. That's gonna be our Z mount, okay, or our S mount. Now it's gonna trap his arms. So we gotta hold this the whole time. Now, whichever way we decide to rotate, he thinks I'm gonna cut the corner on this arm bar, which we can. All we do is we take the step here, and then we're just gonna go over, and then we've got both of the arms in here, and we just pull both of them down so he can't defend. Because if I don't pull both of them down, he can bow tie or grip and get him away. So I'd rather, when I've got them both, I'd rather get both of them in here, because then that's more high percentage. Now, if I'm going from over here in our Z-mount series, I've got my guard, I've skydived, okay? Now, make sure you push the elbows together, control the arms, okay? Now I get a little Ricardo Laborio action. I pop up here and I take a step, which Laborio loves this, okay? He takes the step, now he's got the full rotation. Now, if I want to, I can take in here, where you can see I'm about to take that, or I can pop and switch from here. So you never know which side he's going, you know what I'm saying? And you're always pulling both arms, because if I just go for one, he's bow tying, he's defending. And we saw Josh Barnett, he bow tied out of Nogueira's armbar from the side. So now we got to do the option where we go deep hook into the leg, and we got to try to break. Now, if he bow ties, we all know that there's two options to the bow tie, okay? One option, if he's bow tying high right now, so my percentage of getting the outside over here arm crush, tap, okay, is not high. So if he's bow tying high, the higher he's bow tying, the harder it's going to be for me to get that leg over or to get this one over like Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo goes to this side and he likes to get this over and get it over there. He's too high. So unless I've got Eddie Bravo's flexibility, it's not going to work. So I'd rather stay from here, and then I've got two setups from here. Deep hook, leg, okay, take it in. Now, as you can see, I've got one hook inside his bicep, okay? Now I'm going to keep the bow tie on, okay? I'm going to stick the other hook in. Now see, I've got an X formed on his bicep, okay? That's the X break. That's going to work, okay? So we've got that option there. So that's what I was telling you. I didn't put any of that on you because I wanted you to defend. Because nobody's going to realistically do that. So I just rode you in bow tie, and you held it off. You fought it. He fought it. I was pulling 75%, and he still fought it for bow tie. So, you know, he did good that other day. I looked at the film, and I was like, you know, I wasn't pulling 100, but I was pulling about 75. And my 75 is most people's 100. So I was really tugging on Gabriel's arm, and he was able to defend here. But I had options that I didn't pull, which one of them is the deep hook, and one of them is obviously spread out to here, pop this leg over, arm crush, and it's just game over from that point. You know, he knows what's coming, he doesn't want to take it. But the second option is keep your legs crossed, deep hook, control the leg, lean back, okay? You get it open a little bit. He can't roll, so you got time to open your legs because he can't roll. So as long as I keep this close to his head, he can't roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this through here. Now once I get this through here, is this a good camera angle to where you can see it? Okay, once I get this through here, then I can slide the other one. I make an X with my feet, and that breaks it. And that here, thumb up, is the arm bar when I'm controlling his legs so he can't course. If I'm not controlling the legs during the series, okay, and he gets back into bow tie, okay, I'm over here, I'm trying to go for the X break, he's just gonna roll out of it. He's gonna roll right into me, you know, he can bridge and he can start corkscrewing, let it go and corkscrew. Okay, that's why we hold the leg. Because Gabriel's obviously been practicing his corkscrews, that's the fastest one I've seen him pull. So obviously the defense to an arm bar is, if I don't hold the leg, the important part about holding the leg is if I don't hold the leg, and even if I do all my creative Z-mount attacks, you know what I'm saying, and I push up here, get his elbows trapped, you know what I'm saying, get this tight up here. If I don't transition fast enough to here, he's just going to go and corkscrew out. So go and corkscrew. And then I'm going to be screwed. And then I'm going to be facing my hips out and going back to guard. And it's not going to be a cool scenario. So what we want to do is we always want to take the leg with us, regardless of which. Okay, unless we have both arms, like I said. If you don't have both arms, you always want to take the leg. So here, Z-mount attack, base this way, trap both, okay? Then we go for the switch, here, down, there. Okay, have his leg, now corkscrew out, can't corkscrew, I got his leg. Even my leg's open, okay? You can pop his head out and try to roll into me, pop your head out and try to roll into me, I get it back. So, holding the leg is the superior position. Now, what I've done is, since I've got Eddie Bravo's system, Ricardo Laborio's system, Boss Rutan's system, all those systems that I combined together, it's allowed me to do a lot. So I'd be leaving Boss out if I didn't show an armbar that was very creative that he made up, okay? So what Boss loves to do is, get over to this side so we can see the perfect look. Boss likes to get the full mount, okay? He gets both arms up, and when he posts, he smashes down into the crossface. So when he goes, he smashes, so he's up here, crossface, boom! Now, when he gets the armbar, it's different. Boss isn't up here. Boss is down here, okay? And he's going this way. So let's get the camera to see it on this side. So we'll go to the armbar, okay? And go down from right here to where, actually, I think that it would be best to show that. I'll show both angles. So basically what I'm doing is while Boss is in the arm bar, okay, Boss isn't coming out here. Boss is coming to this side, and what he's doing is he's not just arm barring back and arching up, he's pushing this side to this side. So he's getting this side to this side, and he's using two hands. So one lever up here and one lever up here, and he's doing it that way. So we'll show it the other way too. The Boss Root arm bar.
Back up a little.
Huh?
Back up a little.
Back up a little. So from right here straight, we'll do straight on. We good here? Okay. So we're popping down. We're gonna hold up, cross face. So slap the cross face down up to here. Now Boss goes right down here, okay? He hooks the feet. He likes to always hook the feet, and he's pushing from this angle. See, I'm going down here. I'm not up here, so he can't roll out. So one arm is compressing this way, and the other is pushing that way. See, my hands are spread, so I'm going here. So I'm arm barring like that. I'm not just arm barring like this. I'm arm barring like this. And that is a very creative move, and you can use that. So keep his thumb in the air. One palm presses the elbow, the other palm, and that's Boss Root arm bar. So we've got many different options, but Boss loves the old school pancrase. I don't drill those, so sorry Boss, if my my arm bar isn't as clean, because my arm bars are jiu-jitsu arm bars. You see my clean arm bars are really jiu-jitsu stuff, unless I do the shoot fighting arm bar. So this is the last one we'll do in our series that you guys can never forget about, and it does work, because you get it fast. We're in side control. He grabs my head, okay? He's gonna headlock me. So when he headlocks me, okay, if he's headlocking me from there, okay, what I can do is I can always take control of this, okay, and start for the Kimura around here and step over the head, and then I can just pull up, yank down, and go to here, okay? Now, he headlocks me from the other way, here, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control this, I'm gonna step around into here, okay? You see that one more time? No real cranks involved. He headlocks me from this way, okay? Then I'm gonna take the arm, Sakuraba, okay? Basic motion, all right? That is the arm bar with the shoot fighting arm bar with one leg in and one leg out. And finally, we'll show it. Do we want to let the secret out finally on the internet and show the Matt Hughes St. Pierre counter or not?
Oh.
I don't think we should do that. No, you know what? Since the only footage of that involves me, Matt Hughes, Boss Rutan, Gokor Kavician, and 4 other cage fighters on disc 7 of Boss Rutan's Big DVDs of Combat, I'm not going to let that technique out, because I helped Boss make those DVDs. It's on disc 7, which is the disc that I'm on. And if you want to see how to counter the Georges St. Pierre armbar that Matt Hughes caught St. Pierre in their first fight, Matt Hughes personally showed me the counter. And if you want to see it, you'll see me in the film, Matt Hughes in the film, Boss Rutan in the film. It's on Boss Rutan's Big DVDs of Combat. Special guests, disc 7. So go out and purchase Boss Rutan's Big DVDs of Combat. Best investment you'll ever make. A lot of MMA techniques, not just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not just shoot fighting, not just catch wrestling, but it's really all mixed martial arts techniques. Guest appearances by Rampage, guest appearances by Randy Couture, guest appearances by Murillo Bustamante showing an armbar. Randy shows a good takedown combination with the hands. Boss shows you a whole shitload of stuff. It's all his DVDs. Rampage comes in there and shows you the Monica Lewinsky, okay? And you know now you're curious, guys. Now you want to buy this shit now. So Boss thanked me for this. And if you want, you can send me another free copy of the DVD, since yours truly is in disc 7 back there warming up. You see me back there going like this and playing around and doing some combinations. All right, that's me back there with the camouflage shorts. All right, and the MMA gloves. So and my classic white wife beater. Everybody knows I always wear a wife beater. So anytime you see me in videos, I'm gonna have a wife beater on. So we'll look for the white wife beater, the tat, the same build, only 170 pounds. Actually, I was about 180 after I rehydrated. But buy Boss Ruden's Big Duties Combat, and you will see that. That's one of the best counters, and we can't find it anywhere on the web. You tried to find it, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't anywhere. So if you want it, it's on Boss Ruden's Big Duties Combat. This 7, buy it. That's the end of our series. Triangles and arm bars, advanced level Google. 1 and 1,000 zeros. So submissions, Google, meaning submission, not submissions 101, submissions 1 and 1,000 zeros, or 100 zeros. Google is 1 and 100 zeros, I think. Yeah. So